Okay guys, so I wanted to do a blood electrification. It's been a while. I did the maybe 5 years ago, and I only did it for a week or a little less, and I wanted to do more. So I got my Sota Silver Pulser, and I turn it on and it just doesn't work. So I start looking at the cables and start checking everything, and even they cut the plug all the way to the end, and there is just nothing coming out of it. Battery is fine, LED comes on, power, but just doesn't work. And these cables are so cheaply made, it's crazy. Like, I can't even find a cheaper made cable like this. Like, come on guys, you're selling this for what, $300-400, and you cannot install a nice cable, you know, like PTEF silver plated, nice, so flexible cable. Anyway, so I decided to make my own pulser because this is garbage. I'm kind of feel bad paying that much money. I paid like $350 for it. This is pure garbage. So basically how it works is it outputs between like 10 to 30 volts depending on the setting when you use it as a silver pulser, and it changes polarity 4 times a second. So it's got an adjustment for intensity, and automatically changes 4 times a second polarity. So I decided to, knowing this data, I decided to make my own using only like 5 components, well, including the power supply. So I use a relay. I use this is Christmas light, light. This is not LED, this is just a light, Christmas light, one LED, one bulb. Then I use the 100k resistor. I use a 3-volt Zener, and I use a PWM, pulse width modulator. So with this I'm able to make a pulsation. With the relay I'm able to make it swap polarity between positive and negative. With I use this small Zener so that, because this power supply here that I had laying around, this is a Goodwill bought for like $4, $3.99, and this guy outputs, let's see, 32 volt, 563 milliamp, and 15 volt. So I use the higher voltage for the circuit, to run the circuit here, and the lower voltage actually I use the higher voltage to for here, for the relay, and for here, and then the lower voltage is to run this PWM. And the PWM runs on 15 volt, is fine, but the relay is getting hot because it's a 12 volt relay. So that's why I installed this small Zener to lower the voltage to the relay, so it's receiving a 12 volt. And this component, which is a Christmas light bulb, is to in case you short these terminals, these two guys, and you wouldn't blow anything, wouldn't burn this resistor, because if this wouldn't be in there, you can blow the resistor. So the whole setup is right here. This is the whole setup. It took me, the first one, because I never did it before, this is just knowing how it is, and just took me like an hour to build it. And I would like to show you how it performs on my hand here. I'm pretty happy with the results, and if you're interested, I can give you the schematic, guys, so that you can build one yourself. So this whole thing cost me literally like under $10, and I use a from the Sota instruments, from existing unit, from their unit, I use the silver rods, but you can use like stainless steel rods and you'll be just fine. You don't need to use a silver. Silver is a little expensive, but so all this thing, this is $4. This is like $2-3 new. That one's maybe 50 cents. This is $1 or 50 cents. That's like 10 cents, and this is $1.50. So altogether is a few dollars. For a few dollars you can put pretty powerful, you'll see it in a minute, silver pulser, which you can use to sterilize your, not sterilize, like, yeah, electrolyze your blood. So let me go ahead and energize it and I'll show you how it performs. Let me set this in here. I'll go ahead and energize it. Okay, so on the lowest setting right now, it's, I can feel it a little bit, but it's not I don't have no twitching or anything. But as I increase the power, check it out. I get the twitching in my hand, just like from the Sota Pulser, and I don't even increase it all the way. This is it actually hurts. That's too much, so I decrease it down a little bit. Anyway, the session usually you're supposed to start with like 20 minutes and build your way up to 2 hours, and then you would use it daily for 2 weeks for like, well, that's what's recommended by Sota. So that's what I want to do, and now I can do it. I don't have to rely on this Sota Pulser. I can just build one for $5 or something, like under $10, and get the same results. This is the pulsation speed. You can hear it pulsates. I adjusted it to about 4 pulses a second, just like Sota. And in here there is adjustment. You can adjust intensity, not intensity, the pulsation speed, how fast you want to pulsate, and you can do 1 pulse a second, 10 pulses a second, whatever you want. This is a PWM, and in here you can adjust the intensity. So speed and intensity adjustment, that's all you need. So alright, if you are curious to see how I connected all these parts together, let me know and I'll make a schematic and I'll put it out, because we gotta have something alternative to Sota. Sota is way too expensive. There is nothing in there that costs this much. I think they probably buy this from China for about $2, excluding the silver rods. Silver rods probably gonna be more expensive, but there is nothing in there that costs money. This, and they charge $300. That's ridiculous. All right, guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to know the circuit, how it's connected, and I'll be happy to show you.